Hear ye, hear ye. This honorable court is now in session. So they heard.
Hello, folks. I'm glad you could be here this evening for the trial of Jim Wilcox for the murder of the beautiful Nell Maud Croxey. I'm W.O. Saunders. Yes, that W.O. Saunders. The owner of the local newspaper, The Independent, for 30 years. But people called me the Independent Man. He wrote a book about me, can you believe it? Well, I was an ornery old cuss. Just because I walked down New York City's Fifth Avenue in my silk pajamas. Can you believe it? Can you believe people make such a fuss? Sweet Jesus! When I see what young folks are wearing today or not wearing up and down Main Street, I can't believe they make such a big to-do. Anyway, I just thought it would be a little easier and cooler if I wore my silk pajamas, kind of like Victoria's Secret. Of course, if we wore those kind of silk pajamas back then, we'd all been in jail. Anyway, you are here to hear about the trial of Jim Wilcox for the murder of Nell Maud Croxey. Yes, I know they have, this is Elizabeth City's trial of the century. I know they have the same thing going on nowadays in Hollywood and Washington, D.C. But ours was quite a show. In fact, it would have made a damn good movie. The whole town was in mourning, while throngs of people came from all over. 1,500 people showed up at the Methodist Church on Road Street for Nell's funeral. Pandemonium ruled our fair city. Anyway, the trial took place in this very courtroom in March of 1902. Old Jim almost didn't get a trial. No sirree. 2 days after Christmas, when Nell's body was discovered, some of our local upstanding citizens took it upon themselves to come on over and try to lynch old Jim. The governor had to call out the naval reserves to restore order. And finally, after all 13 saloons had been closed in our fair town, and people had calmed down a little bit, order was finally restored. I got a chance to cover the trial as an 18-year-old cub reporter from Hertford, covering the trial over here in Elizabeth City for the Norfolk Dispatch. Old Jim came into the courtroom that day wearing a dark coat, light trousers, clean shirt, and a black bow tie. He had trimmed his beard that he'd been growing while he was in jail. He'd been growing that beard since December.
December 1901, they brought me in here and read the indictment. Said I did willfully and with malice aforethought kill and murder Ellen Maud Croxey. James Wilcox, how do you plead? I plead not guilty. But I didn't kill Nell. I love Nell. Yeah, we had an argument that night. She disappeared. But I left her crying on her daddy's front porch. People asked me later, Jim, why did you just see her backside of the house? Well, sure would have, but I knew all trouble from it. Them folks said I looked bored and unremorseful during the trial. Well, I was bored. I was scared to death. If I weren't going to let them see me sweat, no sir, because I ain't no sissy. They all had it in for me, a whole bunch of them. Her dad, old man Bill Croxey, he gave me to her. going to listen to nothing I got to say. Not even on the road. So one of my lawyers, Mr. E.F. Island, he said that I shouldn't take a stand. So I never did. Nope. I just sat here during the trial and sucked on the lemons. Trial went on for about 2 weeks. Now, when the prosecution got through painting the picture of the murder scene and the autopsy they did on Neil's body, there wasn't a dry eye in this here courtroom. Toward the end of the trial, when Mr. Isaac got up to address the jury on his closing statements, he was interrupted when these 300 spectators jumped up out of the seat and marched out of here. Seems they thought my defense attorneys displayed excessive zeal in defending me, and this was their way of protesting. When no sooner that crowd had left and things had settled back down, somebody rang the fire alarm. Your boiler wagon and a hose cart came clattering down Main Street right outside of here. Anybody that was still left in here ran through these windows to see what was going on. Some of them left, but there wasn't no fire. They just wanted to interrupt the trial again. Well, they interrupted the trial, but the plans backfired, and I got the last laugh. The jury was out for about 30 hours. Street corners and the taverns were abuzz about me being guilty. From my jail cell, I could hear the bell at the top of this courthouse ringing. And it kept ringing over and over and over. I knew that was the signal they had reached the verdict. They brought me back in here, 10 o'clock Saturday night, March the 22nd. They read the verdict. Guilty in the first degree. James Wilcox, you're to be hanged by the neck until dead. May God have mercy upon your soul. Now, this was the first time in the history of the United States anybody had ever been condemned to death based on circumstantial evidence alone. But you know that ruckus I was telling you about when Mr. Isaac was addressing the jury? Seems that was grounds for a mistrial. Yep, threw the whole thing out. Got me a second trial over in North Carolina about a year later. I was convicted of second-degree murder and sentenced to 30 years in prison. I was a model prisoner. Governor of North Carolina comes in, Governor Dickie. We talked, and I told him my side of the story. He pardoned me. I came back to Elizabeth City just before Christmas, 1918. I served 16 years in prison. I got back here, didn't have many friends. Got to know W. Saunders fairly well. Told him the same thing I told the governor. He and I were going to write a book about this whole thing, but we never did. No, folks, I didn't kill Nell. All those years, I carried her picture with me and always carried the lock of her hair in the Bible that Mama sent me while I was in prison. But I guess the years of hate and distrust that the people of Elizabeth City showed toward me just finally wore me down. I started drinking bad. I couldn't hold a job. My health was poor. My life was miserable. I was 58 years old, living in a little bitty room in the back of John Tuttle's garage down at South Road Street. I told them Beryl I was going to do it. I told them. They didn't believe me. But I did it. I did it on December the 4th, 1934. I got that old double barrel that John kept around his garage. I loaded both barrels at number 6 shot. I went back to the room. I lay on my bed. I took that cold steel barrel and I put it on my chin. Pulled the trigger. There was nothing left to live for. But you know, I can still see here from them.
Poor old Jim. There were so many rumors through the years. No one was ever able to put all the pieces of the puzzle together. And now no one ever knew. Nowadays, they could figure it out. What with modern science and fingerprints and DNA, they could name the killer. But after 37 long days with my body in that freezing water, well, in 1901, the science of forensic pathology just wasn't equal to the task. Dear Jim, there you were at the trial, sucking on that lemon, looking cool as a cucumber. Whoever did you think you were, Stonewall Jackson? People couldn't help but think that you were guilty, especially after you didn't testify on your own behalf. Well, I know it was on Mr. Idlet's advice, but still, a few tears, a sincere vow of innocence. What a difference that might have made for you, Jim. Well, at least Papa didn't let them lynch you. When they came to him that night with ropes and torches to lead the lynching party to the jail, Papa refused and sent them away. Many times later, he loudly regretted that decision. Nowadays, folks seem to find a lurid fascination with the psychology behind that refusal. At first, things were fine between us, Jim. The buggy rides when I promised to be your girl. The ring you gave me for my birthday, what Nan's head. The trips to see the circus at the fairgrounds. And in the summer of 1898, moonlight cruises on the river with singing and dancing. Who'd have thought that my body would lie in those same murky waters, 37 days in that freezing, cold, dark river. When things started to go bad between us, Jim, you were so nice sometimes, but then you'd act so eccentric. People said you had that bad blood from your Uncle Jim that killed a man. You had that awful, horrible temper, and you didn't have many friends. Can't imagine what I ever saw in you, Jim. They buried my body in Brooklyn, New York, but my tortured soul remains here. If only I could have gotten on that train with my cousin Carrie and gone back to New York that Thanksgiving. Now, I'm doomed to hover forever over this accursed swamp town, forever tortured, forever puzzled. Who did this terrible deed? You, the jury, I plead. Find the killer. Set me free.
Who did this terrible deed? To this day, no one knows. From this sad, sad affair came the ballad of Ella Maul, the beautiful Nell's prophecy.
I'm guilty of the charge of second degree. Jim spent 18 in jail to pay the penalty. When he came back to town, most people felt the same. They made his life a living hell, still giving him the blame. Ella Maud, with deep blue eyes and chestnut brown hair, they found